Hi, everybody. It's Skyway at noon. I'm Pastor Greg Brown. I want to welcome you, say thank you for joining us for today's program. I want to talk to you about some exciting things that are upcoming at Skyway. We have a lot going on, and it all fits into what God is doing in the world and what's going on in the world. Because, one of the key things that I've always said about Skyway, I want us to be a relevant church. When you come to church at Skyway, I want the Word of God and the presence of God to minister to you in the context of the world you're living in. I think that's a very important thought, that I don't want to just come in and say, hey, this is what I'm preaching, and I'll preach this, and then you leave, and then you go back to the real world. I want you to be able to say, hey, man, today's message really applied to what's going on in my life today. And with that being said, of course, we have so much going on with the issues of social justice, the issues of racial tensions, and how can we bring restoration. So I want to do a service that's going to be the last service here in June, and I want it to be a service for racial reconciliation, for us to be able to look at the Word of God. I'm going to have Pastor Tim Morris joining me. Pastor Tim and I, and our whole staff got together, and we just talked about what was going on as a staff and how it was affecting our African American pastors and also affecting the Caucasian pastors. And it's affecting everybody. It's affecting our Latino people. And friends, this is one of the things. Skyway has always been a church that's been, I want it to be a house that's welcome to all people of all backgrounds, male and female, any color of skin, any amount of income that you make, that God says you welcome everybody the same. You treat everybody the same. But in this world that's going on, there's so much pain, there's so much happening. I want to have a service, and in our time with our staff, Tim has some really great points about how we can listen and how we can receive and how we can treat one another. And I thought it would be really key for our family here at Skyway to be able to hear these types of things together, and for us to pray for the Lord to lift off burdens of the heart, to put healing into people's hearts, and allowing us to say, man, when I come to church, it's a safe place. When I come to church, it's a place where we know what's going on around us, and we're doing what we can for reconciliation, for justice. We want all these things to be in place, and we want it to be done in a way that everybody feels respected, from every color and every background. That's what this service is going to be about on June 28th. So that will be happening on June 28th. And then the following week will be June 5th, which is the 4th of July weekend. Skyway has had our patriotic service on the weekend of 4th of July for probably 30 plus years. And one of the key things about that is it's a time that we recognize the people that serve America, and we say thank you for your military service. We say thank you for your civil service. We say thank you for those in the medical field this year. And so we want you to come out, be part of this, bring others that we could do that. But on top of that, this is what you guys are going to really love. It's going to be a concert with Charlie Coleman. Charlie Coleman, the music of Charlie Coleman. Pastor Charlie is going to be leading this, and so all the music from right at the go at 9:00. He'll be doing some worship songs. He'll do some patriotic songs. We'll be interacting with you and praying for you and encouraging you, and it's just going to be an amazing time. I mean, he did this concert over at Pebble Creek last year, and I was just so encouraged by it last year. I said, Charlie, I want to recreate what you did, and he said, yeah, let's do that, Greg. And so that's what's coming up on July 5th. It's going to be a fantastic time. We know that a lot of people may be leaving town and things like that, and so we're trying to gauge all these different things, but that leads to the next Sunday, July 12th. We will go back to double services, July 12th. Yay! Streamers fall from the ceiling. All right, but this is it. We're going to go with a 10:30 service. So we're going to keep 9:00 from 9 to 10, and we're going to start the second service at 10:30. So send out messages to your friends. 10:30 is going to be the second service. And once again, just kind of pacing things out and thinking about, well, the 4th of July weekend, a lot of people might be gone, and we're hoping to have great attendance in both services. And so we're going after July 12th. They have both services at 9 and 10:30 a.m. We will have childcare at both services, 9 and 10:30 a.m. And there is plenty of seats here in the auditorium, even setting up for social distancing. There's ways for everybody to come out, be part of that. And again, if you're saying, hey, I'm still holding off, we've had some dialogue with some of our family members, and they're just saying, hey, I'm still not quite comfortable yet hearing the things about numbers and this, that, and the other. We respect you to make a decision that you feel safe with, and that's why we're going to have a great experience online every Sunday right at 9 o'clock and keeping the same type of service going, because we want everybody that's watching online to say, man, I really enjoy my church. I know my mom, she physically has been unable to attend for almost a year now. And with that, she was receiving some CDs and things like that. But with her internet connection, she has Cox Television. You can have whatever you want, but she happened to have Cox Television. And I just showed her how to push the little talk button and say, YouTube TV, Skyway Church, YouTube TV, and it pops up. And so she's been watching church on television. And it was so awesome for what she said to me. She said, Greg, I feel like I'm back at church again. And that was so nice to hear that from my mom. So those of you that are feeling like, hey, I'm still out there just watching from home, you are part of Skyway Church, and we're keeping a first-class experience for you. And those of you that are coming in, we want a first-class experience for you as well. And that's why we're opening up that second service. We want people to know that, hey, there's plenty of chairs, there's plenty of room, there's room for everyone to come back. And something else that's been going on is that you've been faithful with your giving, and we want to say thank you for that. We've had not only some things happening technically, and the phrase TriCaster and soundboards, these are things that most people say, I don't know anything about it, but when they break, you can't hear us at home. Our online experience is not good. So we have upgraded some things that were breaking, and because you've been faithful giving, we've been able to do that. They've been fairly large expenditures, but I want to say thank you for giving. And if you want to give extra, that's greatly appreciated. And also, we remodeled all the flooring here in the sanctuary, and we also went across to the Life Center. The Life Center is completely remodeled. The floors are remodeled. It's all newly painted. Pastor Kathy has put so much stuff in the hallways for the kids. Now we have monitors in the hallways where you can watch the church service from over there. We have the new kids check-in station. Everything's happening right in the breezeway. When you walk in, you just go left and you're over to the kids ministry checking your kids in, or you go right, you come into the sanctuary. So a lot of changes have happened because we want you to be part of a great experience both online and here at the campus. It's a new beginning for everybody. So just to give you a quick recap, what's coming up, we're going to have our reconciliation service that's happening June 28th, and that's a service. We've had reconciliation services many times throughout the years at Skyway, and people that have always participated have said, man, something that was hurting me has been lifted off of me, and that comes from the presence of the Lord. So that's the 28th, and it's going to be a really positive experience for everybody. Then on the 5th is going to be our patriotic service with a concert from Pastor Charlie Coleman. And then July 12th, we launch our two services at 9 and 10:30 a.m. So that's what's coming up at Skyway. We want you to continue to be part of our Destiny groups on Zoom. We are opening some of the classes here at Skyway. They would be at 10:30. You can go to the website to learn about them. You'd be part of our Destiny groups at Zoom, and also keep being a digital missionary and sharing the message of what God is doing in your life by being a digital missionary. So we've had a lot of fun things, a lot of new things being launched, and I pray that all of you are safe and well and walking in the goodness of God in these times. Thanks for joining me today at Skyway at noon. I look forward to seeing you this Sunday. God bless you.